it's such a great honor to be here. So the first thing that I like to talk about and to actually just bring up to sort of plant a little seed in your head. In your opinion, as professional retailers and established retailers, what do you think is the most important piece of real estate in terms of running your businesses? Just think about it. You don't even have to answer me. The most important piece of real estate in running your business. A lot of people say it's location, 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 right? That's what people say. Well, you know, unless you're a destination location and you've got a lot of media out there and a lot of social networking and people know where you are, location, location, location is so very important. And yes, there is a certain element of truth to that. That's an undeniable fact. But in my opinion, after being in business for as many years as I have been, I've learned that the real best piece of real estate is a place in the consumer's mind. Offering the consumers or your customers, when they walk through the door, an experience that they will have like no other is your best piece of real estate, because you've got a place in their mind that hopefully will affect their heart, and God willing will affect their pocketbook in the end, that they'll come back and buy. So keeping that in mind, it's about the experiences that we create for our customers that show we really care about them more than just the bottom line. Of course, the bottom line is important for survival, but hopefully we're all smart enough that we're going to reach that bottom line. It's how we get there, that journey, that makes us different from our competitors. Company culture in each individual business is extremely important for success on any level. Company culture is sort of like this. What does that mean? You know, it's sort of like this weird kind of jargon that you use, company culture. Well, I chisel it down to basically simply this. How you, as the owner, operator, or manager of your business, treat your employees will reflect on how your employees treat your customers. And that is how you establish your company culture. And although I have 3 sons and 1 daughter, but 3 sons and a husband that are pretty much all jocks, I do not profess to know anything about sports. However, in my business, I always considered myself the head coach of my team. Because the head coach of the team offers the inspiration, generates the excitement. And not only that, they understand how to create the plays. And as business people, managers, owners, we need to know how to create the individual plays in our businesses that are going to resonate and make a difference at the end of the day on how the success of our business ends up, whether it's extremely profitable or not. So when I used to go in the store in the morning when it was very, very quiet, and I used to walk around and I would get inspiration from the quiet, of course I would check the answering machine, make sure I got all the messages. We always want to call people back, and I always called the telephone the circulatory system of the store. It always had to be answered by the 3rd ring, and it's something that really connects us with our customers. It's very important. I never like people to be on hold for too long. And these things they really, really make a difference in your business. So when I used to walk around, before I did my own in-store events, before I realized the value of offering something special to my clientele, I used to think, what can I do to create more consumer awareness? What can I do to get more people through my door? What can I do to become the referral on the tip of the tongue of anybody that would come across any person that could be my demographic?
Quick question, was the internet and all these websites available at that time?
At that time, it was not. In the beginning of time, the early 80s, the beginning of time. Yes, and as time went on, it most certainly did. But there are positives and negatives to that, because we all know what Yelp can do and how Yelp can influence. So, you know, there are positives and negatives. I do believe, since you did raise this lovely person from San Diego who took the train up, it's the most important thing is the experience that you have in front of the face of the customer. And if you don't get that customer through the door, and God forbid they look at a negative Yelp review first, you already lost them. But the tongue is mightier than the sword. So creating that experience for your client, or your customer, or your consumer, whatever word you want to use for them, that relationship that you potentially can build will make the difference. Because if they have a great experience, they will tell their friends. If they have a bad experience, they will burn you at the stake and never give you another chance. How many of you have gone to a restaurant 5 years ago, had one bad experience, and said, oh, I'd never go back to that place, it was terrible? I mean, that was once, 5 years, maybe they changed the chef 20 times to get it better, to get it right. You know, but that's the way we do it. That's what we do as consumers. We just make a blanket judgment. That's why the beauty of retail is that you have opportunities to meet and greet and make people feel at home. And that's another critical part of having a business is, the company culture in my store was, every person that walked through the door was a person walking into your home. This is your home. No matter how grand or relaxed the atmosphere is, you need to give people the feeling of welcoming. And this is the most essential part of really becoming successful in any way, because by being welcoming and just offering your common courtesy and graciousness, you do it with the purest of intention. And then, you know, the rest just seems to fall into place.